Hey guys, today we are going to focus on writing in our graphic organizer. So, what I want you to think of, I have a different topic than you, obviously, because I don't want you to use my topic. But I have as a question, is soda good for you or not? So, when I write my introduction, I always start with a general statement. So, my general statement has to be something about soda because that's what we're talking about. So let's just say my graphic organizer doesn't have to be full sentences. So I might just create bullet points to kind of remember. I know that I have to have 3 bullet points at least to develop my introduction. One is the general statement, two is my opinion statement, and then three is my thesis statement, which is basically my reasons of why I think the way I do. So in this case, I will say soda has become a popular drink So soda has become a popular drink given, given at restaurants and other popular places. So I'm coming out of my here. I'm sorry, I'm running out of space there. Okay, so there is my one statement. Then I have to think about, how do I feel about soda? I don't really drink much of it. So I know it's not good. Okay. So I would say, in my opinion, soda has negative effects and is not good for people to drink. Okay, so I have that. And then here's my thesis statement, my reasons. Why is it not good for people to drink? So now I'm going to say why. So soda has become a popular drink given at restaurants and other places. There's my general statement. Then, in my opinion, soda has negative effects and is not good for people to drink. So I already stated my opinion, and now it is really my work to make sure that I put my reasons. I believe this way because, or I believe so because soda can affect weight, rotten teeth, and uses die. Okay, so sorry, I'm running out of space there, right? So I've given my 3 reasons, and those 3 reasons that I have right here are going to be my reasons right here. So my reason number 1 is affects weight. So I'm going to make sure that I talk about weight. Then my second one is teeth. So how does it affect the teeth? It rottens them. How? Then it uses dye. And now I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to, talk about that. So what I'm going to do now is I have my 3 topics, which technically are my 3 reasons over here. So now all I have to do is really develop on this. I want to make sure that I state the reason. So I have to have a reason. I need to have evidence. And I need to explain the evidence. or develop on the idea. So I got to do that for all three. So I got to have a recent evidence and explain the evidence or develop the idea. That's what really is going to develop my paragraph. So I need to do that for everything. And a lot of times it's easier to go back into my essay that I read about that gave me information about the topic and highlight some of those things. So if you haven't done it yet, I highly suggest that you look at these topics that you've chosen and you go back in the text and you highlight what are some things that could be helpful to me. That way, and you can even highlight with colors, okay, since it's all electronical. What about weight? All that has to do with weight will be highlighted in blue. Everything that is highlighted in yellow has to do with teeth. Everything that is highlighted in pink will have to do with how the dye affects like my stomach and even the color of my teeth, the color of my nails, and all that stuff. So you will go back into the text and make sure that you have nice reasons to how does sugar, how does soda affect your weight? Well, it's high in sugar, right? So there's a reason. Now, what is the evidence? And the text might say that it contains more than your daily intake in one drink of sugar or the recommended intake. So I can use that as an evidence and then explain, which means that if you take 2 sodas, that is doubling or even tripling the amount of sugar that is recommended for the body. Therefore, your glucose, your sugar levels are going skyrocket, and they will definitely affect the way your body works and increase the weight that you're carrying. So I just explained that, right? So I'm going to do that with each one of them. And then during my conclusion, I need to make sure that I restate my thesis statement, which my thesis statement really is the combination here of my opinion and the reasons. So I would say that I can confirm that soda is not good for the body because it affects the weight by increasing the levels of sugar. It rottens teeth because that same sugar stays in the teeth that are not brushed constantly while drinking. And the dye affects the color of the teeth and whatnot. So I can restate that without using the same words. And then I might need to summarize my body paragraphs and develop a little more, okay, into it. And then I will have a final thought. And that kind of goes back to a general statement at the beginning here. So what is my final thought here? I would rather drink water. There is also an option of sparkling water if the carbonation is what you're seeking. So I would give that final thought, and that would fill out my graphic organizer.